Hi everyone, welcome to this new video. Today we're gonna take a magic fly and we're gonna review Hogwarts Legacy new photo mode. It just released a couple of minutes ago and we're gonna check is it any good. So with no further ado, let's go photo modo. Alright, so we are in the game. I just opened the game. I looked for a shortcut for accessing photo mode. I didn't find any. So apparently it's like pause menu and then square button to enter the photo mode or K on your keyboard. Let's see. Entering the photo mode for the first time, I can see that the wind is blowing. My cape is moving. I mean, it stopped now. Okay, interesting. Alright, so, we're gonna check the first very important thing. Is it orbital or a free camera? So, it's a... Guys, it's a free cam. Yes. Yes. Okay. I was really scared based on the video they released yesterday or 2 days ago. Look at this. It looks like we have a good range as well. Wait, I'm not at max. I think I'm not. Okay, it's a free cam. Okay, their video was so confusing. It really looked like everything was orbital cam. We have a good... Okay. You know what? We have a good range. I mean, that's the maximum, okay? It's decent. It's better than what I was expecting. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so this is a cool thing. Then we have the field of view. We saw yesterday during the live. We talked about the photo mode features that we were able to see in the video. It's on L2 R2 buttons, which is a bit weird, but let's try it. Okay, so first of all, I want to go. Okay, that's the maximum open angle. I mean, you can see some distortion already, but it's usable, probably. I'm kind of happy right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of happy with this. I think we will be able to get some decent shots with this. Okay, so tilt. Okay, tilt is 90 degrees, one side, the other side. Okay, fine. It's always, I'd like to have 180 on both sides. It's always better because sometimes 90 is actually not enough, but it's very rare and obviously it's what we want. Depth of field is off by default, and if you put it on, it's already all messed up. So focus distance is at 0. Oh wow, it goes super far. Okay, we'll see the focus, the dove thing later when we will try some more portrait stuff. Sorry about the little jump, but I forgot. I was about to end the video and I forgot to go back on the dove thing. So let's see this real quick. Depth of field on. Okay, so I'm a bit more close up now for portrait stuff. So I'm gonna try to put my focus distance on my character. Okay, there it is. Okay, it's pretty precise on the movement. You know, sometimes it jumps a bit too far from one point to the other, so it's complicated to have a focus point. Now, I'm at the maximum focus amount, which is the minimum on the setting, of course, but the maximum blur that we have. And let's see for a real close up. Okay, let's see. I mean, yeah, the transition between sharp and blur area is quite smooth. It's not too harsh to, you know. It's not too bad. At least it looks okay to me. It looks okay. How close can I go? Okay, I think that's the closer thing I can go. And can I have a... Yes, I actually can have my point, my focus point on the eye. Can I have it on the nose? Yep. Okay, I can even have it on the hat. Alright, so the focus distance, you can really come back to the camera. So you can have super close-ups, I guess, with a decent focus point. That's cool. That's cool. So the next is exposure. Okay, I mean, it doesn't go full white, which I prefer. I tend to prefer because when you are in a very, very dark situation, maybe you want more than that, but okay. And same, it doesn't go full black. But again, I'm happy to have exposure. Oh, let's try if the reset stuff is just for this feature or not. No, it's not. Okay. That's bad. I mean, wait. That's weird that it turns the camera back to Hogwarts, for instance, but it doesn't move it. So that's a weird thing. Let's see right away if contrast, let's say we put some contrast in Vignette and we close the photo mode. You need to hold the button to close it. I don't like that, but... Oh, you're back in the menu, not in the game, okay? So re-enter photo mode. Keeps moving for a minute, apparently. Okay, so okay, it's all back to the reset position. So again, the reset button resetting everything except the camera distance, I guess, is a bit weird because actually you don't really need it. You can just get out of the photo mode. It's much more useful to have a button that reset just the setting you were working on, and you're like, oh, I went too far, and you don't remember the value you had previously, so you want to reset just that setting. But okay, whatever. So exposure, contrast. Let's try the contrast. Okay, it seems like interesting. Saturation. It seems decent because, you know, especially in the orange and reddish tones, saturation often really gets crazy, but it seems like it works pretty well, and you can go full black and white, of course. Okay. Okay. A lot of photo modes just don't have saturation, contrast, and exposure. I've explained this before, but especially the contrast one. Sorry. Is it the contrast or the saturation one? Maybe both. They mess up with HDR settings. So a lot of times studios, they develop mainly for consoles, and then they don't want to mess with people having HDR TVs. So they just take off this option. Again, I've said that before, but on Deathloop, we decided to make it available for people who don't have HDR device, and not available. It's grayed out for people who have HDR. Vignette. It's a vignette. Okay. Vignette. The filters, let's check them out. Black and white. Okay, so you have those filters with really... Hey, one thing interesting here. With really super strong particle effect or dirt effect. So one thing I just noticed right now is that you can actually change the filters without putting the UI back on screen. So this is really cool. Let's check if it works also with other settings. Yes, it does. Okay, that's a good point. That's a good point to be able to do this. Especially because this UI is terrible, let's face it. It's really too big. It takes half of the screen. It's quite bad, but since you can hide it and still play on the settings, it's definitely not a problem then. Okay, so you have some filters. This seemed really generic in the video, but now that I see them, I mean, this one is interesting. This one is interesting. I've seen a shot already made with this one that was really, really cool. So I think it's not as bad as I thought. Oh, okay, this one is bugged. Portrait. Okay, this is definitely a bug. I'm not sure what it's supposed to do. It's called portrait, so yeah, no, it's bugged. Okay, canvas. Okay, that's all we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, but it's bugged. 12 filters, and of course the filter strength that is not okay. It's not available for every filter. Oh, interesting. You have it for the color based filters, but not on the ones more graphical, you know, like, so you cannot change the strength on those ones. Okay. Actually, wait, so the dusty one, for instance, yeah, it changes the color and the amount of dust. Okay. All right. Chromatic aberration, I did put it on my game. I usually don't have it active because you can take it off in the settings. Yeah, it's annoying to have the zoom in, zoom out on the triggers and the up, down, the crane movement on the buttons. It's a mistake I made with Mortal Shell, and that I got fixed later thanks to Mick, who pointed out to me. So yeah, they have the same problem here. Anyways, chromatic aberration, I took it off usually on my game, but today I made it on again, so I can see if it affects the photo mode. And now you can see that chromatic aberration it is at 0. Let's go up. Okay, it's yeah, it's definitely chromatic aberration. Okay, so it looks like there is absolutely none here, as far as I can tell. Oh, good zoom in, by the way. We'll talk about that in a minute. So indeed, when you open the photo mode, it looks like it's really back to 0, which is the same for film grain. I did put film grain on again in my settings, and it looks like there is absolutely none on the photo mode basic. Okay, so that's cool. Character poses. Not a big fan of this myself, but I know a lot of people are. The movement of the camera is a bit... It's because it's not on the trigger, the crane is a bit rough to use, and I don't see anything that is like precise mode. So for portraits, it will be a problem. Character pose. Okay, so you have wait. Yeah, now the camera moves a bit too fast, but whatever. So you have a standing 1, standing 2, like superhero pose, standing 3, sitting 1, sitting 2, 3, fighting without the wand. That's lame. That no, you cannot put a fighting position and you don't have the wand in hand. That's a problem. Yeah, fighting 2, fighting 3. Just looks like she's putting her finger in someone's hole. Fighting 4. Okay, then you have some taunt. Oh, not some, just one taunt. Alright, hopefully they will provide more in the future for people who really care about this. Hide character. Okay, that's nice. Hide NPCs. You don't have NPCs on screen here, but... Wait. Oh, it does hide the animals as well. Alright. Interesting. Then... Wait, I'm gonna change a bit my, yeah. Then you have the frame. So frame, it's like black bars, leather box, different ones, not really interesting. And then you have the decoration frame, classic, ornate, paper, whatever. I mean, yeah, I don't care much about this. They look decent, they look interesting, they fit the world as far as I can tell. None that is really like immersion breaking, like we have in Banishers, for instance. That there's one that is like a Polaroid. That was a weird choice. Okay, logo. So you can put the logo, and again, it's, you know, it's the classical. Now you have the set fixed positions, bottom left, top left, etc. Yeah, you cannot change the size of it apparently. Yeah, so too bad. It's too limited, but the size is decent, I guess. The you know, the normal size, so people might be able to use it properly. So you have the Gryffindor, Slytherin, and stuff. Time of day. Okay, so that was definitely the most important feature to get in this photo mode, and I'm so happy they didn't miss the mark here. So you have the time of day. It's okay. It's kind of presets. So okay, it goes from 0, that is probably like midnight-ish. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not sure. Those are hours. Probably not. Oops, weird effect in the sky here because of the light change. I hope it, if you wait a bit, it will. Yeah, it seems like it's disappearing, but it takes time to adjust. Yeah. You see the clouds here are completely like meh. But apparently, if you wait enough, it will fade away. I mean, it does this with the camera tools as well on PC, right? It's not a photo mode problem, it's a game problem. So, okay, time of day, it goes full circle. Yeah, okay. You have like, yeah, the 24 hours. So that's nice. And then you have the season change. So we are in autumn right now. Let me see how everything changes. So winter. Okay, there is a fade. Interesting. I don't know why it changes like this. When we use this with the camera tools, it doesn't get this black fade. I guess it was to hide the transition, but it didn't work. It's still transitioning right now. It can be because of my PC performances, of course. It's, yeah, the tree is not loading properly. This can come from my PC being a bit, you know, especially because I'm recording right now. I don't know. But it seems like there are some technical difficulties to change from one season to the other. Hopefully on console though, it's okay. Spring. Oh yeah, so yesterday I was actually taking a shot here and I was confused because spring didn't really felt like a different, you know, the trees are still orange, and apparently it was not a bug from my camera tools. It's really just like this in the game. Summer. Okay, yeah, the same. I'm a bit confused by it. Maybe it depends on the location and on the more close-up flowers and stuff. But whatever, you can change the season and you can change the time of day. That was really the most important. Okay, so very, you know, surprisingly good range. I mean, it could be still better, but it's really no, seriously, I'm not gonna complain about this. It's really cool. Full tilt. The filters are more interesting than what I thought initially. You can oh, there is a grid as well. I forgot about this, but there is a grid. The grid doesn't disappear when you hide the UI, which is cool because you need it without the UI to work your magic, pun intended. But it also means that you have to be careful not to forget about it. You can access all the settings without having the UI. And let's see, can you even go? Yeah, you can even go from one setting to the other when the UI is hidden. So if you know the photo mode by heart, it will be interesting and it can help. I think that's it. It's very interesting to see that the photo mode is really decent. It's really decent, and it gives some hope for other big games coming up. They took the time to think it through overall. So yeah, I'm gonna be happy to shoot this game a bit more, and I think we will be able to see some really cool creation from the community, especially on console. So I'm happy to welcome another good photo mode in the family. Not too bad. I mean, definitely something could be better, and you know the drill. But we could have obviously a custom light system and stuff like this. But for the features that are there, they are not wasted. Sometimes we have this. We have good ideas, good features, but not really well implemented. But in this case, I think it's cool. The only really downside that I see is the UI shape, but you can hide it and still play on the settings, so it's cool. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. I bought the game just for this photo mode and for this review, but I actually end up liking the game very much, and the photo mode as well. So it's a win-win. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you like photo mode things and virtual photography things. Find me on Twitter at shinobi_space. Find my website on a link down below. Please drop a comment, put a like, you know what to do. We are a big family, a very, very small, big family, but I love you guys. And let's keep this channel growing. I'll see you in the next video, or on X or Instagram or wherever you are and I am. And in the meantime, keep snapping. Bye.